Hi, Ashley Kelly, CrossFit Generation, lesson 5 scaling. I chose workout 2, 2 rounds per time, 600-meter run, 20 burpees over the bar, 20 squat cleans, 20 strict handstand push-ups. And I got a time domain of about 15 to 20 minutes without getting into too much detail. That's about 6 minutes total for the runs, 2 minutes for the burpees, 3 minutes for the squat cleans, and 2 minutes for the handstand push-ups, which puts you at about 13 minutes. I did add about 3 minutes of break time. I figured about 1 minute in round 1 and about 2 in round 2. My thought process was about 10 seconds in between each movement for that advanced athlete. The squat clean weight is relatively light for an advanced athlete, and an advanced athlete should be able to do those strict handstand push-ups unbroken in that first round, but that might get broken into 2 or maybe 3 in the second rounds, and obviously tiredness and fatigue is going to start setting in on that second round with that volume. So that puts us at 16 minutes total for the advanced athlete, and then kind of finding that range there, about 15 to 20 is where I settled. So to scale that for the different levels for our beginner or deconditioned athlete, we're going to stick with those 2 rounds for time, so I can kind of work through those movements twice, but we'll cut the rep scheme and the numbers down. So instead of a 600-meter run, a 400-meter run, maybe even 200 if they're very deconditioned, and then 12 reps of our burpees. We'll just do an inclined burpee with our hands on a bench or a box, no jump over or step over there, and only 12 reps. 12 reps with a med ball clean, so they can kind of work on that skill development with the med ball at a lighter weight. And then 12 strict press. So obviously our beginner athlete's not ready to go upside down yet, so we'll do a strict shoulder press for the beginner and deconditioned athletes. For our intermediate athletes, still 2 rounds for time. We're gonna have them do the same full run, 600 meters. We'll have them do 20 reps of everything else for the same number, but for the burpees, we'll have them do a step over instead of a jump over. For the squat clean, I still want them to work through that skill and learn that skill, but we'll lower the weight there for them. So 75 and 55, or even 45 and 35 as needed. And then I'd love to get these guys starting to go upside down. So 20 pike press, where their feet will either be on the floor or even up on an elevated surface, so they can kind of get that feeling of going upside down, but obviously not with their full body weight. And then for our injured athletes, I'm thinking of a lower body injury. So still 2 rounds for time, but we'll take the impact out of the run and put them on an echo bike. And I'm gonna have them do 15 or 12 calories. That will be done probably quicker than the run, but the intensity should be about the same. For the burpees, we'll have them do the burpees to an elevated surface, and we'll have them step back and step in as their injury would permit them to do, and then step over the bar. And then for the squat cleans, obviously a lower body injury is going to have limited range of motion there. So we'll do a power clean, and we'll do it from the hang position. And then I also chose dumbbells here to give them a little bit more control. So 20 dumbbell hang power cleans. And then assuming it's a lower body injury, I'm hoping they can still go upside down. So we'll do the 20 strict handstand push-ups. If they can't go upside down, we'll put them on a box, and we'll do a seated shoulder press for that. Thank you.